What is going on, guys? In this video, we're going over the 6 very important steps to make your new or existing business look professional and start making real serious 6-figure income. These 6 steps are: 1, create a logo and a name. Number 2, social media. Step 3 is a business phone line. Step 4 is having an email. Step 5 is an estimate invoice app. And finally, step 6 is creating a website. So let's get into each single step in more detail, and I'll give you my examples. I have seen it work for me and for others as well. So don't sleep on these 6 steps. My name is Benji. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with this kind of content to cure you of brokenness. Let's get right into it. The goal is to make your business look professional and like it's been here around forever. These steps don't involve anything legal like LLC or anything yet, but let's get right into the steps here. So your first step, if you haven't done this yet, is to create a logo and a name. Don't think too hard on this, just make it relevant to your business service industry. Just make it yourself, have AI make it for you, or just pay someone on Fiverr. It's not that expensive. The guys who made my website, they also made my logo, so basically I paid to get the logo done, but the name I came up myself. This should be a pretty quick step. So step number 2, with that logo and name you just created, you're gonna create social media accounts, put your name, logo there, and then just start dumping content so people have something to look at and get proof of your service. And with this social media accounts, you want to keep posting, stay consistent. You just want to show volume and that you're always doing something. For example, my case, I post consistently on social media even though it seems pointless and annoying. Once in a while, I get a free job that I don't have to pay to receive the lead for, so it's definitely worth it. Some paying customers told me they liked looking at reels, so they saw mine on their phone, and that's what convinced them. Now for step 3, you want to have a separate phone number that's attached to your business. Don't use your personal number. You will want it to match the area code of where you're doing business. I personally don't like mixing business with personal phone. I just like to have it separate, so you have a professional voicemail on one, and you just keep your work and personal life separate as well. If you want a phone recommendation for your work phone, don't get Android. That's what I have right now. And the photos and videos, they come in really bad quality. Can't really tell the details in there. So I recommend an iPhone, and that's what I'm gonna switch to soon. If you don't wanna spend a lot of money on a new line, new phone for the work, just get a virtual phone number on your phone, your personal one. It'll have a separate app at least. So it keeps that separate from your personal phone app and messaging app. Now you have a logo, name, you have social media, you got a separate phone. Now what's the next step? 4, what goes perfect with these is create a business email. And for this, either get your own domain, so whatever your name, or info@yourbusiness.com, or even easier, free, just yourbusiness@gmail.com, or wherever you want to have your mail. This is important for business communication. You don't want to just have your personal email and just doesn't look professional. I started with the @gmail.com. Now I have a domain.com, which also matches my website, and doesn't really matter, but it just looks a tiny bit more professional. Now for step 5, you want to get an app that you can do estimates and invoices on. That way you can quickly communicate through that and just email the quotes that you have for your business. To me, it looks more professional than just word of mouth telling them or texting and there's nothing to look at. and it looks better than paper as well. It's easier to manage. Every item, service is already pre-written, so I have expectations, details, disclosures, and just email communication through that. Why all that is important is for another video, but just know this looks professional and start using it. And then for the final step 6, you're gonna wanna create a website. This may be the last step, but it's the biggest, most important one combined with the 5 previous ones. Either learn how to make your own website with a template and then look on YouTube, or just pay someone to do it cheaply at first. But if it's cheap enough, I'd probably just learn on your own. It'll be just as good. It only gets more efficient when you pay a little more and they add more SEO and stuff like that. And if you choose to pay more, just look at the examples, make sure you like it. I paid someone a lot of money and I didn't do research, so I just got something half decent, which I probably could have just learned myself and make it. And then when you have your website, just focus also on setting up some SEO. This will be helpful for the future. In the beginning, it's going to be more important about the paid marketing, but that will be a different video. I personally just wanted something that looks very professional and helps me convince to sell my service. Without a website, which I see a lot of companies doing, I feel like they look like an amateur and they're unknown. No one will find you, no one will use you. So if you're complaining you don't get business and have no website, then that's the problem right there. So these 6 steps that we went over are very crucial to getting your business to look professional, even if you barely started. So after doing these 6 steps, you're gonna wanna watch my next video that's gonna put all these steps into action to get actual real money. And by the way, this was step 3 of a previous video I made right here of the 5 steps to get to 6 figures. So check it out and then hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the next video, step 4. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.